Welcome to Athletes Unlimited Pro Basketball presented by Baden. Tonight, live from Dallas, Texas, we kick off the celebration of Champions Week. Oh yeah, is it on? Will it be Tosh Cloud? Will it be Odyssey Sims? I don't know. We're about to find out together as Team Cloud and Team Sims battle here on Bally Sports and the WNBA app in the first of our doubleheader. We welcome you inside the Fair Park Coliseum and alongside the Hall of Famer. She is Cheryl Swoops. I am Cindy Brunson. We're so very glad to have you along the way. Two more members of our broadcast team will be along shortly. That is Savannah Collins. Hello, she's back for Champ Week. And Janae Sims as well. Auntie Nay bringing the fire. Oh, I know you are ready for this. A pair of guards, elite guards in our Game 1 matchup. What excites you?
You talk about fire? They are going to bring the fire. You have Tosh Cloud, who's sitting in third on the leaderboard. Odyssey Sims, who's in second. The only two players to record a triple-double in Athletes Unlimited history. You know this game is going to be lit.
I tell you what, Odyssey already has 5 double-doubles this season via points and assists. She's a problem.
Yeah, well, she scores in so many ways. Putting the ball on the deck in transition, attacking the paint. She will also find you, so make sure you know where the ball is at all times. Odyssey Sims, the defense, she gets a steal, she pushes, she dishes, she rebounds. By the way, that was the 10th rebound for her triple-double. Odyssey Sims is a problem. She's a bucket. Look for Odyssey to go off tonight.
Tosh Cloud trailing Sims by just a few percentage points when it comes to the assist lead overall this season.
Yeah, Tosh is a competitor, so you know she is going to come out on fire. Tosh, just like Sims, does so many things for her squad. Finding you in transition, nice baseball pass. She will also attack the basket if she needs to. Tosh Cloud can distribute, she can dish, she can assist, but she also can score the basketball.
And if you need to, Tosh can defend. A member of the all-defensive team announced today, and she'll have her hands full with Odyssey Sims, who already dropped a 40-piece this season.
All I wanna do is win, win, win. All I wanna do is
Win.
When I hear the word champion, it's just one word, a winner.
That's nasty.
The goal is to always win. They're at the top for a reason.
all I wanna do is all I wanna do is win, win, win. Yeah. All I wanna do is win, win, win.
She can't miss.
It speaks a testament of your game and how great of a player you are.
All I wanna do is win, win, win.
Who will be on top? Day 1 of 3 doubleheaders to determine a Season 3 champion. Starting for Team Cloud, it'll be Tosh Cloud, Tiffany Mitchell, Haley Jones, Tiana Muldrow, and Kalani Brown. For Team Sims, Odyssey Sims, Air Hearn, Ty Young, Ray Burrell, and Leticia Amihir. Ty Young coming off that career-high 22 points, hit a couple of threes after she just got off the plane to participate in last week's competition. We are ready to jump it up at the center circle. Our crew chief of officials, Greta Gatling, assisted by Katie Verosa and Josh Reed. we are underway. Cloud getting the basketball. We'll give it a go between Cloud and Kalani Brown. Tiff Mitchell trying to come around. Mitchell's been sensational in her first season. 8 times she scored 20 points or more.
Yeah, Tiff Mitchell has just been a walking bucket no matter what squad she's been on. You talk about Ty Young, not only does she have 22 points, she's coming off a double-double, 22 boards and 22 points and 11 boards.
Ami here trying to pad her rebounding total, but she was off the mark, wanted a whistle, didn't get it. Inside to Brown. That is up and in.
Kalani Brown has been really good the previous 3 weeks, and I expect her to do the same this week. But what I've really loved about her game is how she's just gotten out in transition, running the floor, getting a lot of easy buckets.
Taking a look at the live leaderboard on your screen, a reminder, folks, accrue points with positive basketball plays and get dinged points with negative ones. It's what makes Athletes Unlimited so compelling. Every player in our league has a running score, and points are awarded or deducted based on individual performance. But a player's biggest points boost comes from their team winning quarters and games. Right now, Team Cloud on top 4-2. Mitchell off the mark there. Long rebound goes out of bounds, and it will be Team Sims basketball wearing the orange and white. Team Cloud wearing the majority gray uniform with the blue accent.
Well, you know, both of these teams would love to get the week started off with a win. So you know this game is going to be very competitive until the end.
Ray Burrell wearing the number 97. Off the bounce, doesn't get the roll. Haley Jones is there for the rebound. Tiffany Mitchell ahead of Air Hearn, leaves it short. Good defense by Air. Ty Young whipping it across court. Sims for 3. Josh Cloud with a nice rebound. Cloud inside. Nice defense again by Air Hearn. She continues to impress. Haley Jones inbounding. Tiffany Mitchell trying to fight through. Terrific defense by Sims.
Well, and are we surprised that Odyssey is the one who's guarding Tiffany?
No. Shot clock getting low. Skip pass to Mitchell. Little Euro step, that was pretty.
That was nice.
So Team Cloud winning this quarter, and the 60 win points per player on the team toward the overall leaderboard score. Ray Burrell trying to shake Jones. Step back. Left it short. Mitchell is there for the long rebound. Quickly ahead to Cloud. Tosh wearing blue for the 6th time in her career. Doesn't get that one to fall. Another great rebound by Ty Young. Did she say she was going to retire after this year? Because she looks better than ever.
And I said that to her. I said, you're retiring from what?
Yeah. No, you're one of the OGs who started this thing 3 years ago. You need to stick and stay. Haley Jones in traffic. Nice.
That's nice, Haley. One of the best parts, I think, of Haley Jones's game is her ability to get the ball and push the length of the floor and attack the basket. In the open court, Haley Jones is really good.
Odyssey Sims is pretty good from 3 as well. Her 17th triple of the season, pulling her team within a 3-point basket.
Yeah, she ain't too bad either.
For me, it's the assists. To average double figures in assists as well as scoring.
Yes.
That's special. Shot clock getting very low. Muldrow pulls the trigger, misses everything, and Sims is on the run. You gotta stop ball. Nobody does. Off the mark, and Tiffany Mitchell and company have numbers. Brown ahead of the pack. Burrell chasing, and that will send Kalani to the free throw line. Burrell seemed to take a shot in the face. appears to be in a little bit of difficulty. Natalie Trotter is our lead athletics trainer here at Athletes Unlimited. She and her crew will make sure Ray is okay. And it'll be Essence Carson checking in to replace Burrell as she quickly heads back to the locker room.
Was it an elbow?
Here's another look. Got left arm, got a piece of Burrell.
Well, I think as Kalani was going up, let me go left, yeah. I think as Kalani was going up.
You're like me. Which is my left hand? Which do I write with?
Cindy, no one could see that. You didn't have to tell him that.
Well, no, but
I know. I
it's
was like, wait.
relatable to people at home. Like when the GPS tells you go north, no fool, tell me, go past the Starbucks.
Yeah. Go left or right.
Yes.
That is so me. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so Team
that was
Cloud
tough.
on top, 9-5. Sims. Oh, somebody might be in a groove early. Odyssey Sims with back-to-back triples, and just like that, it's a 1-point game.
That was nothing but twine. I don't even want to say net. That was all twine.
Cloud trying to get it to Jones. I tell you what, Odyssey Sims thought that that basketball belonged to her team. Look at this, so pretty.
I mean, just coming off a Ty Young screen, nice step back. You cannot go under the screen on Odyssey Sims. She's too good.
And a turnover. Sims ahead to Ty Young. The OG leaves it short. Tiffany Mitchell, Hezzy into Brown. Hands all over the place. Brown up and in.
It's a great screen by Kalani. Tiff coming off. Kalani rolling to the basket. Great job of keeping the ball high away from those little old pesky guards.
Young, that was pretty.
So, you know, we've gotten used to hearing Sims to Bell.
Yes.
So this week, is it going to be Sims to Young?
And with that, we will step aside. Team Cloud on top of Team Sims by 1. And what are we playing for this week? Oh, that would be beautiful hardware. Yes. Athletes Unlimited Pro Basketball is sponsored by Baden. Welcome back to Fair Park Coliseum. That's right. Tonight's game marks the 400th competition in Athletes Unlimited's history. And I tell you what, this first ever Athletes Unlimited contest occurred at the Parkway Bank Sports Complex in Rosemont, Illinois, August 29th of 2020. The fact that all of this awesomeness started as we were trying to recover from the height of COVID, unbelievable. But so cool to be a part of it, and on the 400th game of competition throughout all of the sports. Remember, it's softball, volleyball, lacrosse, and basketball. It's so special, Cheryl.
Yeah, I mean, everything about it, the scoring system, the way it's all set up, the players, the talent, the vision that John and Jonathan had to start this professional league, not just basketball, but for these women, has been very special.
Almost a steal. Shot clock getting low. Nice job by Muldrow to cut to the basket. I tell you what, Odyssey Sims came into this game with 20 steals, and she wanted 21 right there. She was all up in Tiff Mitchell's business. Team Cloud winning 13-10. Baseline jumper Ty Young, no. Long rebound corralled by Haley Jones. She gets it up to her captain, Tosh Cloud. Cutting is Mitchell. Oh, Tiff with the finish.
Not just the catch and the finish, but Tosh Cloud dropping a dime. All Tiff had to do was keep running. She hit her in stride where she could just catch and finish.
So Haley Jones quickly ahead to Muldrow. Tiff Mitchell, step back three. That's wet.
That is what Tiffany Mitchell is going to bring night in and night out.
How excited are Connecticut Sun fans right now?
Great pickup for Connecticut Sun.
Tiff Mitchell on the run. She's got numbers sharing. Muldrow gives it back to her. Mitchell, I think she was surprised to get the basketball back.
Yeah, I don't know why Tiana Muldrow didn't shoot that one.
Because she's not searching for her own points. You got to help yourself.
Yeah, Tiff was definitely not expecting that back.
So how did these teams come together? Well, the third member of our broadcast team, or fourth member really, can help us with that. She is Savannah Collins. Savannah, how you doing?
Loving this game so far and excited for week 4.
Tell you, it's Team Cloud on a little 7-0 run here to create some separation. And the facilitator for this team, Brianne January, tell us about the relationship between Tosh and Bree.
Tasha Cloud was relieved to be paired with Brianne January this week. She's got a great record to prove that she knows what it takes no matter who she's with to help out her captain. She's 8-1 so far this season. But for Tosh, she loves that she allows her to just hoop, to step a little bit further out of that coaching role that sometimes athletes can take as captains and just be able to focus on the basketball. But she has to facilitate this offense and create her lineups and the practice plan. She goes, you know, having Brianne with me this week is just a huge breath of relief. And they go way back. Tosh had her Indiana Fever shirt that she would wear when she was a hooper at 14 years old. Aww. So these two go way back.
And then I feel really old. Jeez.
No, but it takes a minute to amass gold medals and 4 WNBA championships.
You know what? I can always count on you.
I got you.
First of all, Savannah, it's so great to have you back. We love hearing from you. You know, hearing what you said about Tosh loving Brianne January, because Brianne acts more like a coach versus a facilitator, and she's done that all 4 weeks. But what was Tosh's mentality in drafting the way she drafted?
Totally. So she was going for some pieces that we're seeing put together right now. Starting off with Kalani Brown, Tosh knows how to use the true center so well because of the systems that she's been in the WNBA. She knows how to get Kalani motivated and activated in these games and make such a great pair. Lexi Brown was a given for her. She said, that's my shooter. I got to go with her. She loved that she was going to have Tiana Muldrow in a situation that could really stretch the floor. And I think this showed off in her starting five. She came out with size, you know, as someone who really likes to push it on defense. She was going to have big guards, big players to start off this game, which is something we really haven't seen put together so far this season. A little bit different for Team Cloud this week.
Well, Odyssey Sims has one triple-double. She just took a hard fall, but she appears to be okay, was able to walk to the bench under her own power. It looked like she fell on the ball, but wanted to retain possession because she knows her team has work to do to win this quarter, and smartly called timeout, Cheryl.
Yeah, Odyssey's always aware of the situation, aware of everything that's going on around her, and able to save that possession by calling a timeout.
Here's another look at it, Cheryl. What do you see?
Well, I think I don't know if she stepped on Tiff's foot, but I think she tripped over Tiffany Mitchell's foot. And if she doesn't call the timeout, they're definitely going to call a travel.
Oh, 100%. Let's talk a little bit about Odyssey's growth, Savannah. This leadership role looks so good on her.
It does, and she has had a journey of getting better every season. She's one of these athletes who's been here since the beginning, and she's talked a lot about how she's evolved, and I think it shows in her stat line. That triple-double last week was no mistake. That was just a testament to her wanting to impact games more than just her scoring, which is what we really saw from her in season 2. She said, you know, watch my assists this season. That's the category I'm most proud of. I'm going to get in there and make sure I always have at least 5 rebounds a game. So she's just changed her mentality of what it looks like for her to impact on the floor. And then as a captain, she settles into this role so well now that she hasn't before. And it's the environment she creates. She says, I want my teammates to come to me and say, hey, if you're looking for me, I'm ready. Hey, I'm ready to get a bucket. Can you set me up for that? She loves when she can create that with her team. She said that's all she wanted going into week 4 was to have fun in an environment where she can set her teammates up to succeed.
Thanks so much, Savannah. To your point, Odyssey's averaging 6 rebounds and better than 10 dimes a game. Time winding down here in the first quarter. Tosh Cloud and company are in line to win the quarter and the 60 leaderboard points that go with it. In and out was the shot by Sims. And Team Cloud will just hold the basketball and take that 60 points for the quarter win. Thank you very much. 25-12 after 10 minutes of play as Team Cloud pockets those 60 quarter win points for every member of the team on the leaderboard. So it was a 14-2 run for Team Cloud at the end of that first quarter as they were able to create separation. Tosh Cloud wants to be on that medal stand when it's all said and done. Will she finish top 4? We'll find out together. welcome back to the Fair Park Coliseum. We're ready for the second quarter. Let's go into the game now with the Air National Guard and Air Hearn.
Energy on three. 1, 2, 3.
Energy. So you know they ball watching, man. Yes, they are. They always ball watching. I got ball. Help, LA. Chill, LA. Oh, my goodness. We are, man. We got to be out. Rebound. We got to rebound. Yep. Defense up 3. 1, 2, 3. We need to stop right here. We need to stop.
Air Hearn, in her third season of Athletes Unlimited Pro Hoops, continues to impress. Increased scoring each season. This is the product of the University of Memphis, who left that program with a record 218 made triples, but so much more than just a three-point shooter, Cheryl.
My goodness, just to see where she is this year and the difference, how much better she's gotten in every statistical category is credit to her and the work that she's put in. Air Hearn has been phenomenal this season. Currently, coming into this game, sitting in 5th on the leaderboard.
Flirting with the medals. The top 4 finishers will have their names put into the Book of Unlimited. For more on Air Hearn, let's kick it over to Savannah Collins.
Well, we were just talking about the draft, and here's why Odyssey Sims picked Air Hearn with her #1 pick. She said, I don't want to guard her. I do not want to face her again. She gives me you-know-what every time I have to go up against her. She said, I'm sick of it. She said, you know, I wouldn't say Air Hearn is an underrated player, but she's been an overlooked player throughout these seasons. She's a phenomenal basketball player. You can see her growth from year 1 to year 3, and that's why she was the #1 pick for this Orange squad this week.
Absolutely love it. Thanks so much, Savannah. Personal foul will send Ray Burrell to the free throw line. She is wearing jersey number 97 today instead of her usual 19 points. So it will be Burrell at the free throw line. She is the best free throw shooter here at Athletes Unlimited this season, better than 93% from the stripe. For more on Team Sims, Janae Sims taking us inside the huddle.
Immediately when Odyssey sat on the bench, the first thing she said was defense equals effort, and that's all she wants from her team right now is effort. She said that Team Cloud looked almost too easy. They weren't getting back on defense. They weren't stopping the ball. So she really just emphasized defense, defense, defense.
Thanks so much for that, Janae. And you can speak to that as a former Defensive Player of the Year and MVP at the same time in the WNBA.
Well, I totally agree with what Odyssey said. Defense is absolutely all about want to and effort. And to Janae's point, Team Cloud 13-0 in fast break points. That's all about finding somebody, finding the ball, wanting to step up and take pride in your defense and slow somebody down.
Lexi Brown to Dory Harrison. That was pretty. And right now, Team Sims has to find somebody to score the basketball. Izzy and Odyssey have combined for a dozen. Ty Young has chipped in 2, and that's it. That's all the contributions.
Well, and we just talked about Air Hearn, what she's capable of doing. Air Hearn, as well as LA, they need to find a way to get involved on the offensive end because Team Sims right now, they are struggling to score the basketball, and they have some very capable scorers on this team.
So a personal foul is whistled against Team Sims. Odyssey trying to get her group together as it will be Team Cloud ball on the side. Your 5 on the floor for the team wearing gray and blue. Danny McCray, Lexi Brown, Taya Cooper, Dory Harrison, and Haley Jones. And that's an offensive foul. So a great opportunity here for Team Sims to find its offensive footing. I want to put the coach's hat on you, Cheryl. What do you want to see from Team Sims?
Well, first of all, let me just say they've gotten just as many shots as Team Cloud, but it's more about the quality shots and the types of shots that they're taking. I would love to see more of that, even though Izzy didn't score, but putting the ball on the deck, attacking the basket, passing the basketball, getting some movement on the offensive end.
Nice hesitation move by Cooper. Goodness gracious.
Well, you know
Sims.
Odyssey's coming back.
Right, little shake, big,
pass.
finds Harrison, nice block. Kalani, back to Izzy, who gets the roll, and it's an and one opportunity. Taking a live look at the leaderboard. Remember, every player in our league has a running score, and points are awarded or deducted based on individual performance, but a player's biggest points boost comes from their team winning quarters and games.
You know, every aspect of Odyssey's game, she's able to take it to another level depending on what her team needs. The last possession, just finding Izzy, getting it to her, not finishing, Odyssey staying in for an offensive rebound, able to get it back to Izzy, and Izzy's going to the free throw line.
Danny McCray picking up her second personal foul as Team Sims, wearing the orange and white jersey, finally has a nice offensive set. Now it's time to dig in and play some defense. Haley Jones seeing Cooper. Three on the, that's just a two, in and out. And Hearn is there with the rebound. I hope point guards at home are paying attention to how Odyssey Sims' head is always up.
Always, always. Ooh, good block by Haley Jones.
Lexi Brown tied up. Brown, the other Brown, Kalani, coming through with a nice safety valve. And a whistle blows before Lexi can attack the basket.
Haley Jones just doing work on the defensive end. Give me that.
She's a big guard, and
Yes,
that's why
she
she's
is.
had success at Stanford, winning a national championship. That's why she was such a high draft pick in the WNBA, and why she's had success here in her very first season of Athletes Unlimited.
Yeah, she uses her height to her advantage very well.
Lexi Brown from long range can be a problem.
Yeah, and can we talk about how Tosh Cloud has not been back in this ball game in the second quarter?
She hasn't needed to be. Her team is comfortably in control in the game. However, they are only winning the quarter by a point, but the ball movement, something special from Tosh.
Yeah, well, that's a reason why Team Cloud has a nice lead. Just everybody getting involved. Nice ball movement, penetrating Tiffany Mitchell, finding Lexi Brown for a nice three. It's so tough to defend a team when there's ball movement like that. Most teams will be aggressive and play really good defense for about 10, maybe 15 seconds of the shot clock.
Right.
But on the offensive end, if you continue to move the basketball, make the defense have to shift, make the defense have to work, you're going to find nice, easy shots.
Just wanted to make sure the shot and game clock are correct. Tim Green, not happy with the numbers that he sees. So he's gonna let the scorers table know, get right now. Well, that was the look on his face, like, we're done playing around. Come on, we got a game. So it'll be ball out of bounds on the side for Team Sims, wearing the orange and white jerseys. On the floor, Ty Young, Letitia Amihir, Air Hearn, Ray Burrell, and Odyssey Sims, and another turnover. Those turnovers are starting to mount up.
Well, it was just a bad shot. If you look at the difference between the ball movement of Team Cloud and the ball movement from Team Sims, it's very different. Hence, Team Cloud with a 14-point lead.
Oh, that's good math on the fly.
Thanks.
I had to get my phone calculator out.
Whatever.
Amihir earning a trip to the free throw line. Amihir is another newbie here at Athletes Unlimited that has been fantastic. She is a member of the defensive team this year. And it'll be ball out of bounds underneath. As they said, she wasn't shooting. Air Hearn finds the bottom of the net. Maybe that'll get her going.
A much needed bucket from Air Hearn and Team Sims.
Mitchell for three. You betcha. Okay, Tiff.
Ooh.
Acting like that was a lay-in, easy, right?
That was nice. T. Mitch.
Hearn thought about the three. At the elbow, no. Great O board by Burrell. Tries to keep her footing, and they will ticket Muldrow for the personal foul. ball out of bounds on the side. A reminder, your free Unlimited Club membership will let you vote on game MVPs, compete in the AU Fantasy League, and oh so much more. Sign up now at auprosports.com. And don't forget, this is our last week of basketball competition, so sign up in a hurry so you can participate. We've got 2 more doubleheaders left this week. On Friday and Saturday, we will crown a champion. Oh, that ball did everything but fall. Terrific O-board, Air Hearn. And Kalani Brown is there with the big rebound. Tiff Mitchell. Boy, if you don't pick up ball, bad things will happen. Gracious.
Ooh, Tiffany. Ooh, that was nice.
Odyssey earning a trip to the free throw line. Sims has scored or assisted on 18 of her team's 20 points.
Ooh, and Tiffany Mitchell, 3 of her second quarter 12 points. Tiffany Mitchell is on a mission today, split 2. Ooh, that's nice, Tiff.
Cloud for 3, got it! Natasha Cloud, how do you do it?
It would mean everything. With AU basketball kind of starting with me, I feel like that would be a great addition to what it's meant to me, and how serious I've taken it all 3 seasons, and how I just want this to continue to grow and make it better. But it would mean everything to me to win AU for sure.
Tosh just does it the right way, and you know being on the medal stands means everything. She started today's play in 3rd place on the leaderboard.
Tosh is just a competitor in every sense of the word. It doesn't matter what she's doing, what team she's on, and whether she's a captain or not. Every time she steps on the floor, you know what you're going to get from her.
Her team has made 5 of its last 7 field goals, thanks in large part to Tiff Mitchell, who has scored or assisted on 19 of Team Cloud's 37 points. Odyssey Sims rattles home the free throw. So she has got 13 points, and Tiff Mitchell now is playing with 2 personal fouls. 4:20 to go here in the second quarter. Kalani missing everything on that spin. She wanted to whistle, didn't get it. Tiff Mitchell going for the steal, and that did not look like it tickled. Air Hearn burying the 3, and now the trainers will take a look at Tiff Mitchell, and the first one on the scene, Odyssey Sims. They've been going at it all game long, but what camaraderie right there on display. Here's another look at the tough fall.
Well, Tiff knew where the pass was going, trying to run through the passing lane. That's just a tough collision.
And Tiff says, no, I don't need anybody to come in for me. I am okay, as Lexi Brown takes a seat on the bench. If you want to look up T-U-F-F in the dictionary, you may see Tiff Mitchell's face there.
Well, I could think of a couple of players. Odyssey Sims, she's always on the floor, diving after balls, collisions.
Yep.
But you know, the fact that they compete as hard as they do, and Odyssey Sims, one of the toughest competitors here. Soon as they go down and score, to your point, she was the first one to come back and check on Tiff Mitchell. And Tiff,
she fine. She just fine. Tiff Mitchell now with 15 to lead all scorers.
Yeah, she aight.
Taking a look at the top 10 on the leaderboard as Air Hearn earns a trip to the free throw line. A reminder, our scoring system is so unique here at Athletes Unlimited, where every player in our league has a running score and points are awarded or deducted based on individual performance.
And Kalani Brown with a nice little baseline pass to find Tiff Mitchell, who is okay for 3.
Mitchell has scored Team Cloud's last 8 points. Air Hearn trying to do some damage at the free throw line, gets the first one to go.
Well, here's the thing for Team Sims. It's only a 13-point game. If they can get a couple of stops in a row and go down and score, they are going to find themselves right back in this game.
And right now in this second quarter, we are knotted up at 15 points apiece. Check that. Now Team Sims has taken the lead in the quarter thanks to that Air Hearn free throw, 16 to 15, and the 60 leaderboard points per person with the quarter win. Tiff Mitchell, are you kidding me? Wow. She's got 17 and an and one opportunity here.
Ooh, Tiffany. Nice little crossover. Odyssey's like, where is the foul?
She said, I was standing straight up.
She bumped her down low just a little bit. A little love tap.
Little love tap will send Tiffany Mitchell to the free throw line. She's shooting 83% on the season and gets the roll, completing the three-point play the old-fashioned way. Tiff Mitchell now with 11 points in this second quarter. 3:15 to go before halftime. Ray Burrell trying to create some separation. Wanted to kick it to Odyssey. Tiff Mitchell in the passing lane. Shot clock getting very low. Corner 3, Air Hearn, you betcha.
That's nice, Air. Big bucket.
Hearn's got 10. The lead down to 12, and the lead for Team Sims in the quarter is a point. Skip pass, Muldrow. Off the mark from 3, and Ty Young is there for the rebound. Great opportunity for Team Sims to add to its quarter lead here. Air Hearn, heat check. Off the mark, Ray Burrell thought she had a rebound, and Tosh Cloud couldn't signal for the review fast enough.
Air Hearn showing us exactly why she is sitting in 5th place on the leaderboard, because of shots like this. Playing with tons of confidence. Yeah, Tosh, that was funny.
She just walked to the scorer's table with the challenge, waving that finger like she was at the rodeo or something. It is the captain's challenge. The lead in the game is 12 for Team Cloud, but in this quarter, It is a 1-point lead for Team Sims, 19 to 18, and the 60 leaderboard points that go along with it. Air Hearn has been fantastic here in this second quarter, just hit another big 3. What do you like so much about her game?
I just love the fact that Air Hearn is playing with all the confidence in the world and getting her team back in this game.
More on Air Hearn being at her best this season. Air Hearn, dagger 3. Okay, Air, we see you.
I'm the best basketball player when I have confidence. And I really have confidence in my mind. Nobody on that court can stop Air. So when I have that mindset and I know the work that I put in will eventually prevail, I just carry that mindset. I like to think it's pretty hard to stop me.
Oh, I love that confidence.
Yes, and it shows. Like, it's one thing to say it and not believe it. It's completely different to say it, believe it, know it, and show it. And Air Hearn is doing just that. But I need to get the fro.
Right?
Because the Air Hearn with the fro.
That was lush.
Oh, yes.
So unsuccessful challenge by the captain, Tosh Cloud. So Ray Burrell to the free throw line. I've already been the kiss of death once. She had only missed 2 free throws all season. Missed her first free throw try tonight, but now she's made one, so whew, I'm off the hook. Thank you, Ray. Appreciate you. And she makes them both.
Well, that's what, you know, we were talking about earlier. Odyssey has some very good players and talented scorers on her squad. Air Hearn, Ray Burrell, Ty Young coming in off a double-double.
Tiff Mitchell just missing on the 3. Nobody more frustrated than she was. 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Team Sims with the lead in the quarter, 21 to 18, in line to get those 60 leaderboard points per player. Izzy almost a one-handed tip. Oh, check that. That was Bashara Graves. And then a steal. Air Hearn triple try off the mark. She knew it. Tried to chase the rebound, and it will be Team Cloud basketball. Team Sims with 6 field goals here in the second quarter. Odyssey has assisted on 4 of those makes. That's what she does, Cheryl. She's a dime machine.
And you said it earlier, she always has her head up, her eyes up, and is always surveying the court, offense and defense.
Shot clock getting very low. Kalani Brown leaving it short, wanted a foul call. Graves seems to be in a little bit of difficulty, as I think she took a shoulder or an elbow from Brown on the way to the basket. No foul was called. And here's hoping that Graves has all of her chiclets. Waving off the trainers. The training staff has been fantastic here at Athletes Unlimited all 4 weeks. Natalie Trotter leading the athletics trainer group. And they are so awesome. So we have a hostile play under review, as the officials have decided to take a look at that, which means, Cheryl, I have to ask you, was this a hostile act?
I mean, it wasn't a love tap.
I appreciate the clarification.
She took a little elbow.
Okay.
And the only reason why I don't call that hostile, because it's Kalani Brown.
Right?
Kalani ain't like that.
No, she's not like that. And just by her size at 6'7", she takes up some space.
She does, but she led with the elbow on that one. That time, she did.
And then your question is, well, why didn't the whistle blow?
That was a question.
There was no whistle on the play. So we do have the official review, and it is a common foul whistled against Brown. And Kalani's like, well, why didn't you whistle? Why didn't you blow the whistle when I put up the shot? Yeah.
So it wasn't even a foul.
So they can't upgrade it to a foul if it wasn't a foul in the first place.
Yeah, it was just nothing. I think he went to check to see if it should have been something.
Okay. So It was like we just stepped in a time machine and that never happened. So that's how we're gonna adjudicate that. Odyssey Sims whipping it to Burrell. 3 is off the mark, but Odyssey Sims and company are winning the quarter with a little more than a minute to go before halftime. Kalani Brown trying to break through this zone, 2-3 zone employed by Team Sims.
Yeah, Odyssey said, let's switch up our defense because man-to-man is not working right now.
Shot clock getting low, pass off the mark from Lexi Brown to Haley Jones, so that turnover gives Team Sims an opportunity to add to its lead in the quarter. So Team Cloud won the first quarter comfortably, and now Team Sims can answer back. Even though they are down by 10 in the game, they're winning the quarter, and those 60 points per player. And if you don't stop O, when she has the basketball drive and she'll make you pay, she's got 15. Whew. Haley Jones leaving it short, and another rebound for Odyssey Sims as she continues to stuff the stat sheet. She wants to be on the medal stand.
I'm telling you, she does such a nice job of getting the pass where it needs to be, when it needs to be there.
Shot clock into single digits. Odyssey for 3.
Oh,
The hoop wouldn't have it. Graves there for the rebound. Another opportunity. Air Hearn gets the roll, and Hearn has a dozen. It's a 7-0 run for Team Sims. Make it 9-0 now. Time winding down in the second quarter. Tosh Cloud buries the triple. That was pretty, but it's not enough as Team Sims is going to win this quarter, and the 60 points per player on the leaderboard that goes along with it, 25-21. Team Cloud taking the lead into the locker room, 46-37, as each team won a quarter in the first half of play. It is time for our halftime show. We've got Savannah Collins standing by, getting you set for everything you need to know here as Champ Week is underway.
Welcome back to Dallas, Texas, as we kick off the final week of AU Pro Basketball 2024 season. Right now, Team Cloud holding on to a 46-37 lead over Team Sims. We know you want to get as close to these games as you can. The competition is high. The personalities of these players are great. And so we are going to let you hear what they have to say when they step on the court. Check this out. This is the best of Into the Game from week 3.
You know I'm mic'd up, so you never know who you're talking to. The ops. Yeah.
Okay, just to let you know. I got a mic on too, by the way.
They're standing there saying shit.
I'm here. I can see her there, but I can't get it there. Not over them 2 hands. Thank you, Cheryl. I love you.
Hey, girl. I'm sweaty. Oh, my God.
What up, big dog?
Love you, baby. How are you?
Good to see you. It's another day to be great. Another day that we get to play the game we love. Let's do it.
That's your shot. Shoot it. Shoot that hole with confidence. Baby, you are a scorer. Okay? Hey! Hey! Let's go!
I usually foul her, but I didn't touch her that time. I usually do foul.
Okay, that's fair.
Y'all know I average like 4 fouls a game, but that one was clean.
I did a couple referee classes back in Atlanta. I was like, give it a little time. Yeah, I'm thinking about it though. I like it. Yeah.
Where you going, Mimi? Quit walking on behind us. Your bench down there, and quit taking our gum. Look, that's how the little girl look.
Hey, hit it. Go. Get it, shoulder. Get it, shoulder. Shoot. That's just wrong. That's just wrong. Can you tell me? Can you tell me? Rotate. Stay here, Lex. Nice, Lex.
Matt, we've got to be able to attack the zone too. We can't just keep passing it around. We can get your opportunity to get into that gaps, and then you can find your shooters on the outside.
Okay. So I'm going to come up. I'm going to get the ball. Ball's coming into me. Lexi, as that's happening, Lexi, I don't want you to keep running all the way through.
KB, don't take nothing serious. Nothing. Let's get a style. Here we go. You look crazy. What's the back? That was tough. Yeah, Izzy, quit playing with that girl. Quit playing with her.
A big thanks to our players for wearing the mics and letting us feel like one of the squad. Tonight, the hot hand is Tiffany Mitchell with 18 points leading all scorers. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back. Tonight is a milestone in Athletes Unlimited history. 400 games across our 4 sports. We kicked things off with softball in 2020, added on volleyball, lacrosse, and then, of course, basketball that we're playing here tonight to kick off the 2024 year. Here's a look at how we got to this point of 400 games in these leagues. You can see softball leads the way with 120 games, lacrosse, basketball, volleyball, 8 different states in 8 different venues in 7 different states that we have played AU Pro Sports. After adding basketball, it was an opportunity for some players to make their pro debuts and get their names known in the basketball world. And for others, it was another chance to play in front of friends and family, some for the first time in years. Here is why it makes it so special to play stateside in this league.
Being able to play basketball stateside is really special. We're literally living in history right now. AU is such a disruptor of its industry and groundbreaker.
It's the WNBA, or we kind of forced to go overseas. So I think that Athletes Unlimited providing this opportunity for us to play domestically is really, really amazing. And I get a chance to play in front of my family again. I haven't done that since college.
A lot of the time overseas, your family is not able to see you play. So for them to be able to actually come in person and see me play, as well as being able to just see me on a network or see me online, it means the world to me.
Being able to do something that you love for work, it's one of the best feelings, and being able to do that right here where you live, it's amazing.
Odyssey Sims leading her team again, not only as a captain, but tonight with 15 first half points. We'll see her then come out of halftime. Cindy and Cheryl will be right back with more. Don't go anywhere.
Athletes Unlimited Pro Basketball is sponsored by Baden. We're live in Dallas, Texas, Fair Park Coliseum, where Team Cloud has the lead of 46-37. We welcome you courtside alongside the Hall of Famer. She is Cheryl Swoops, and I am Cindy Brunson. We are so very glad to have you along the way as we are underway with Championship Week. That's right. When Saturday rolls around, we will crown a champion. You know a little thing or two about winning. A lot.
Just a little bit.
You know who looked like a winner in the first half? Tiff Mitchell. Gracious.
And did. Tiff Mitchell was just getting it done from everywhere on the floor for Team Cloud, finishing the first half with 18 points. And she did it in so many different ways, just stepping behind the three, knocking it down, getting out in transition. Tosh Cloud will find you for an easy layup, and then just attacking the defense, splitting two and spotting up behind the line. Kalani Brown with a nice assist. Tiffany Mitchell was great for Team Cloud in the first half.
How about Odyssey Sims?
Odyssey Sims doing what Odyssey Sims does. Finished the first half with 15 points, 6 assists, and she too can score in so many ways. Nice pull-up, nice step back behind the three for the nice finish, and rebounding, and a nice dish to Izzy for two. Also putting the ball on the deck, getting to the hole. Nice floater over Kalani Brown.
15 points and 6 dimes for Odyssey. As we take a look at the halftime stats, Cheryl, what jumps out at you?
Two things. Second chance points are favored to Team Sims, and I think most of that was in the second quarter, but fast break points, 17-3 in the first half, and that goes back to what Odyssey was talking about when she said defense. You have to find the ball in transition, slow it down, and not give offense easy buckets in transition.
Each team was able to win a quarter in the first half, so everybody playing in front of us right now has 60 quarter win points going toward their leaderboard as we are getting to the nitty-gritty here in Champ Week. Will Odyssey secure that victory that she came so close to a season ago in season 2 as Nalissa Smith exploded for 50 points on the final night of competition to secure the win? Tiff Mitchell in the conversation, Natasha Cloud. Air Hearn started the day in the 5 spot, and she could be like Alicia Gray was a season ago. Use the final week to sneak into the top 4 spots. Tosh Cloud with the rebound, and here comes the team wearing gray and blue. Janae Sims is the 4th member of our broadcast team. Auntie Nay, what do you have?
I love when you call me that, Cindy. You're part of the family. So I walked up to Tosh, and she knows if I'm coming up to her, that means I have a question. And all she said was Tiffany Mitchell. And I said, that's all I needed. Thank you. Thanks so much. That first half, Tiffany, we all know, went off 18 points. So I talked to Tiffany as well and asked her, from her mind, what did she see out there? What did she like? How did she explode to 18 points? And she said her team just really shared the ball, and she really liked how they were getting out in transition. She said they were sloppy that last 3 minutes, but expect them to pick it up to start this second half.
Thanks so much, Janae. Appreciate you. Players know Odyssey Sims short on the pull-up jumper, but Air Hearn is there for the O board. Sims, she's not going to miss twice.
No, not that wide open.
But she's got 17.
Sorry, to Auntie Nay's point, to Janae's point, 12 assists by Team Cloud in that first half. And Tiffany Mitchell, a recipient of a lot of that, but it wasn't just the assist. Tiff was getting it done, creating things on her own, attacking the paint, getting to the basket, shooting threes. Tiffany Mitchell was a problem that first half for Team Sims.
Taking a look at the leaderboard, what makes Athletes Unlimited so compelling? It's our unique individual point system. Every player in our league has a running score, and points are awarded or deducted based on individual performance. But a player's biggest points boost comes from their team winning quarters and games. Ami here with the nice rebound. Here comes Team Sims. Ray Burrell, what a finish.
Nice.
That reminds me of something I wanted to ask you. In season 1, Cheryl, you said the player who reminded you most of you was Lexi Brown. In season 2, it was Alicia Gray. Who reminds you most of you here in season 3?
Well, see, I'm trying to give love to everybody. And the crazy thing is that you asked me this question. It happens to be this one right here. Ray Burrell just getting out in transition. Nice bucket. I would tell you the reason why I say Ray Burrell, one, I think I've said it enough. I love her competitiveness. I love that drive she has. She's long, she's athletic, she competes, she plays hard, she defends, she gets out in passing lanes. All the things that I absolutely love to do.
All right, part of Swoops, there it is. Cheryl's top newcomers, Ray Burrell, Maddie Siegrist, Letitia Mihir, and Tiff Mitchell. All right, we've got a review. So at this juncture, we are gonna pay some bills here on Bally Sports and the WNBA BAP. Grab a snack and come on back.
Hey. Knock it down. Yeah, Lex! Good pass, Tiff!
Bree is so smart. Like the way she thinks the game. I don't think I could just whip up a play off the top of my head. Like I can remember plays from my past and draw for you, but just think about it and no.
Bree on the way, off the mark by Haley Jones. I love how they give credit where it's due. Breon January is ready for a one chair, whether it's in the W or on a college campus near you. She just gets it.
Without question. You know, just like we talk about players that need a shot and should go to training camp or be a part of the W, Bree January is ready. She deserves to be a head coach somewhere. I love just sitting here when she's close to us, watching her, not just what she's doing in a timeout, but while the action's going on.
Yes.
The way she thinks it, and Bree's a competitor.
Yes. And I like when she's really into it, she even gets into that defensive stance that we remember at her Arizona State University days, being an all Pac-12 defender. Of course, she wore that mantle in the WNBA as well. Ami here to beat the buzzer off the mark, and Cloud is there for the rebound. And it is Team Cloud with the lead, 48-41. Here in this third quarter, it's Team Sims winning the quarter. Tiff Mitchell already with a 20-piece. That's just what she does.
And it's so easy. It's
Cloud
so easy.
with the shot clock getting low. Muldrow off the bounce. Had to get it up. And Sims ahead to the OG. Ty Young earning a trip to the free throw line. Maybe that's why she wants to retire now. It's like when you go down, you need help getting up.
Oh, I'm laughing at Ty. And
I know.
Listen, I can say this because we have this kind of relationship.
Yes.
She just did a nice job of throwing her body into Tiana Muldrow and then just flailing so she can get the foul call. That's what an OG does.
AU Pro Sports Shop is excited to announce that we now have a select Nike player replica jerseys. Those are available for purchase. Check them out at shop.auprosports.com. Again, check them out at shop.auprosports.com. 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter of play. Team Sims continuing to really cut into this lead. It was once as large as 17 points, and now that lead is down to just 2 possessions. How is Team Sims getting it done, Cheryl?
Well, they ended the second quarter moving the basketball and actually getting some defensive stops. You get some defensive stops, you can find yourself right back in the ball game.
Taking a look at the live leaderboard, you see Alicia Gray top of the table, followed by Odyssey Sims, Natasha Cloud, and Air Hearn has now moved into that 4th spot. Up
and
from
Cindy,
the 5th spot.
Sorry, when you look at the top 5 or the top 4, but in particular the 1 and 2, Alicia Gray right now sitting right at 640 points, more than Odyssey Sims.
Right.
It is so important for Team Sims to be able to win each quarter as well as the game.
Right. They won the second quarter. They are winning this third quarter, 7-6.
And that's just a way Odyssey and Tosh also, right? That's the way they can just inch closer to Alicia Gray, knowing that she has a game coming up after this, so she's going to get some distance between herself and the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place. But it's so important to be able to try to win these quarters in this game, along with MVP points.
100%. 60 points for a quarter win, which Team Sims has done one time today, and then 180 points for a game win. Tosh Cloud, nothing but net. Boy, she knew her team needed a bucket, and she provided.
Ooh, that was pretty, Tosh.
Team Sims has made 4 of its last 5 buckets. Amihir inside to Harrison with Brown to beat. Little step back, that's nice. Okay, Izzy.
Yeah, that's pretty, Izzy. And if they can find a way to get Izzy going and get some buckets, it's a 6-point game. Izzy can get them right back in this ball game.
Izzy with 9 points.
But Tosh Cloud, nice little in and out on Hearn. Little step back J over Izzy. That's pretty, Tosh.
So 5.5 to go here in the third quarter of play. It is Team Sims wearing the orange and white winning the quarter, and the 60 points per player that go along with it. Air Hearn with the steal. Essence Carson looking for players wearing orange and white. Izzy Harrison, well, she thought about that 3. She's hit 1 this season. Amihir pulls it back out. Odyssey trying to shake Tiff Mitchell. Back to Amihir. Off the bounce. Wanted to get it back to Izzy. Nice defense being played there by Danny McCray.
Yeah, and Odyssey did not like that turnover.
What a tough take as she earns a trip to the free throw line, but just the hezzy to get to the point to shoot the basketball. Wow.
Yeah, Odyssey was not happy with that turnover, telling LA to shoot it. If you get that deep in the paint, you gotta put it up instead of a turnover.
Announced earlier today, we had our all defensive team here for season 3 announced, as we are in Champions Week, and you'll see some familiar faces from this very game on this list. Leticia Amihir, Sid Colson, Tosh Cloud, Emily Inksler, who leads the league in both steals and blocks with a record number of 24 blocks this season with 3 games to go. And Lexi Hull, a familiar face. She was Defensive Player of the Year a season ago.
It's a nice list.
Okay, but
nice list.
if you had an opportunity to add to this list, who would be there for you?
Let me preface this by saying I'm not taking anybody off.
No, I said
But
add.
I know. I'm not for you, for people at home.
Okay.
If I could add 2 more players, I gotta put Odyssey Sims on this list because Odyssey just causes havoc on the defensive end. Even if she's not getting the steal, she puts so much pressure on the ball handler that she causes turnovers or she allows her teammates to be able to run through and get a steal. The second player that I'm gonna put, I gotta put someone who reminds me of me.
Oh yeah.
That has to be Ray Burrell.
Hello.
Ray Burrell, just defensively, she's so long, athletic, she's a disruptor, she rebounds, she does it all. Those are 2 players that I would love to see added to that defensive team.
So let's make it 7.
Okay.
Don't stop at 5.
For you and I, we'll make it 7.
Right? I like the sound of that.
Now, what'll be interesting is,
yes.
So the Defensive Player of the Year comes out of those 5.
Okay.
Not the 2 I just put on that
Right.
list.
So of that 5, who do you think is the leader in the clubhouse?
How did I know you were going to do that?
Well, because that's what I do. That's why you know.
Okay, so statistically, you know, I like numbers.
I know you like
Statistically, Emily Inkster is, so she has 21 steals.
Right, tops in AU this season.
And 24 blocks.
A record-setting number.
In 9 games.
In 9 games, yeah.
It's kind of hard not to have her be the Defensive Player of the Year.
Okay, but you said kinda.
Yeah, there's
you said
not a but.
kinda.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I felt a little wiggle room there.
I could see Lexi Hull repeating as Defensive Player of the Year. I thought it was a lot easier last year, like Lexi just kind of stood out on the defensive end.
100%.
And this year, with the addition of LA and Emily Inkster, and then you got Tosh on there and Sid.
Yep.
There's a little bit more competition, but Emily Inkster.
Okay. She is on record, Emily Inkster. I love to see it. I'm just so impressed with Emily's ability to get to where she needs to go in a hurry. There have been times where it almost looked like she was beaten, and then her recovery was tremendous.
Well, and not just her defending her player one-on-one. Her ability to be in help side, and anytime one of her teammates gets beat off the dribble, she's there, she's rotating, she understands it. So it's kind of tough not to go with Em.
Rare miss for Tiff Mitchell at the free throw line, so she sticks at 21. It is Team Sims wearing orange and white winning this quarter. They won the second quarter as well. Izzy Harrison, 3, back iron. Tosh Cloud skying for the rebound as she tries to pad her leaderboard stats with under 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Team Cloud leading 55-51. Check that, 55-48. Dory Harrison off the bounce, no. Sis Izzy with the rebound. She said it was so cool to play on her sister's team last week. She said she felt that I learned how Nneka and Chiney Ogwumike must feel playing on the same team. Lexi Brown with the finish ahead of the pack. Boy, she's got speed for days.
Yeah, that's got to be a great feeling. But what she failed to tell people was when before AU started, and her parents knew that she and Dory were going to be playing in AU this year. They were told not to guard each other.
Ah, interesting. And yet, here they are, guarding each other right now.
Yep.
Okay. Danny McCray trying to reverse. Young is there for the rebound. Another opportunity for Team Sims wearing the orange and white. And the whistle blows, steps against Izzy. She's like, really? That smile is everything.
Well, Dory just kind of pushed her. Izzy was trying to go at Dory. They called a travel, and Dory walks off, and she gave her a little nudge.
See, sis, you trying to make me look bad? That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. All right, Team Cloud leading 57-50. A part of that is the play of Tiana Muldrow. She is in the chair, a unique feature of Athletes Unlimited, the chair chat. Tiana, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
We're great because we're getting a chance to talk to you. Things going well for the team wearing blue and gray overall, but not in the last two quarters. How can you guys adjust that so you can continue to win quarters and eventually this game?
I think we just got to clear up running our sets, and we just got to execute and just know what we're looking for. But I think we just also got to stop them from getting rebounds and just staying together. But we'll pick it back up. I'm not worried about it.
Hi, Tiana.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
What's been, so this is it, right? This is week 4, final week. First question, has Athletes Unlimited been everything you thought it would be?
It has actually exceeded my expectations.
Oh,
I'm
how?
having such a good time.
Yeah, how?
I think for my first year, I've been able to win games and win quarters and just really be around good leaders and good people overall.
That's good. And the second part of that is, what's been the biggest challenge for you here at Athletes Unlimited?
The biggest challenge for me would be, that's a great question. I would say constantly just challenging myself and just pushing myself. I mean, I naturally know how to do that, but being and playing at this level, showing up every day is a challenge within itself. So just making sure I stay grounded within my mind and just showing up every day and being a good teammate. It's a challenge. It truly is a challenge, and I think that's why only the greats play in this league.
Oh, wow. And so my last part, I lied. I said 2 questions. It's 3.
She does that a lot, Tiana. Just
I'm okay
so you
with
know.
it. So the last part of that is, when you say you have to challenge yourself to show up every day, do you think a big reason for that is because teams are constantly changing every week?
Yes, that's exactly why. Because every week you have to learn how to play with different people, and then you play against people who are they're just amazing. So showing up every day, knowing your assignment, hitting your assignment, and just trying to mesh with different players every week. And you don't have time to practice sets and really get to know players. Like, you have to kind of just show up and play. So it's challenging, but it's also a really good mix. And I like the fact that AU switches teams every week. I think it's good because we get to play with different people. So overall, I like it. It is challenging, but I like it.
Before we let you go, Ms. Muldrow.
Yeah, Tiff! Excuse me, guys.
It's about time that we crown a champion. It is Champions Week here at Athletes Unlimited. You've played with a bunch of these women on the floor. What is your gut telling you? Who is going to win the whole darn thing?
I think the champion will be Alicia Gray, excuse me. I think she will be the champion. She's been phenomenal all year. I mean, just a flat-out scorer. She's a good teammate. She's a good leader. She doesn't really say much, but she definitely leads by example. So she's a great player.
All right, we'll see if that comes to fruition. Thanks so much for jumping in the chair.
Thank you guys for having me.
Good luck and good health the rest of the way. Team Cloud with Muldrow winning this game 62-54, and now losing this quarter after that basket. Little step through by Mitchell turns into a turnover. Ty Young leaving it for Odyssey Sims, and then Lexi Brown in the passing lane. Ahead to Kalani Brown. Brown to Brown. What can Brown do for you?
I like the Brown to Brown.
Under a minute to go here in this third quarter. Team Cloud winning by 10. And it is Team Cloud winning the quarter by a single point. Izzy Harrison up and hinged. She has got 13 points, and the lead goes back to Team Sims in this quarter as they try to win back-to-back quarters and the 60 leaderboard points per player that go with the quarter win.
That was a nice give-and-go action.
Taya Cooper almost had her pocket picked. Lexi Brown off the bounce. Little hezzy inside. Danny McCray at the buzzer. Rebound putback goes.
You got to rebound the ball.
And that was big because it secured the victory in the quarter for Team Cloud. They won the quarter 20-19, and the 60 leaderboard points per player that go with it. And it's Team Cloud leading the game by 10. We've got 10 more minutes.
All I wanna do is win, win, win. All I wanna do is
win. When I hear the word champion, it's just one word, a winner.
That's nasty.
The goal is to always win.
They're at the top for a reason.
all I wanna do is all I wanna do is win, win, win. Yeah. All I wanna do is win, win, win.
She can't miss.
It speaks a testament of your game and how great of a player you are.
Who will be on top? That is what we are going to find out in this final week. It is Champions Week here at Athletes Unlimited Pro Basketball. Taking a look at the top 5 on the leaderboard to start today's play. Alicia Gray, Odyssey Sims, Natasha Cloud, Kalani Brown, and Air Hearn. Now, all of those numbers will be impacted by Game 1 of our doubleheader, and then, of course, Gray leading the way in Game 2 of our double dip. That comes your way at 9 Eastern time on both Bally Sports and the WNBA app. Of those people who are trailing Gray, who has the best chance to get her?
Well, you know, it's interesting because the fans or people at home are probably looking at it saying there's no way anybody can catch Alicia.
Yeah,
right?
we thought there was nobody, there was no way anybody could catch Odyssey last year.
She has a nice lead, but with the way the scoring is, obviously second, third place, I think they have the best shot, but also because of who it is. Odyssey Sims, who is triple-double weighting.
Right.
And Natasha Cloud. But what's really interesting to me is two newbies who haven't finished in the top 5.
Right.
With Kalani Brown and Air Hearn. They also have the ability to climb up that ladder, but it's going to be real interesting to see what happens this week.
And Kirsten Bell can join that conversation as a captain this week. She started the week in the 4th spot, and she is a part of our second half of our doubleheader. It will be Team Bell taking on Team Gray at 9 o'clock Eastern on both Bally Sports and the WNBA app. Dory Harrison trying to create some space. Off the mark, Sister Izzy with the rebound, and here comes Team Sims wearing orange and white. Odyssey serving. She's flirting with her second triple-double this season. Off the mark there, battle for the rebound. Won by Essence Carson, the wily vet. Air Hearn splash.
Good bucket.
She's got 16.
And here's why I say that. If Alicia goes every game and not win a quarter, not win a game,
right?
She's not going to be able to add those points to her leaderboard total.
Yeah. Team Cloud had to lead 68-59, and it is Team Sims leading the quarter 3-2. For our technical difficulties, and welcome everybody back here on Bally Sports and the WNBA app. Really appreciative of our television partners at Bally Sports, giving us an opportunity to be seen on linear TV, so somebody can just pick up the remote control, boom, there we are. And as we see women's basketball in particular, a sport that's just exploding across the country, both at the pro and collegiate level, it's cool that Bally Sports is in front and leading the way, helping us get to where we want to go.
You know, Cindy, I always talk about opportunity and visibility. And that's exactly what Bally is giving. One, opportunity for these women to be seen more and more often on a network platform.
Right.
That's great for everybody to be able to tune into some great basketball.
Right now, Team Cloud is winning 70-60. And if you're unfamiliar with Athletes Unlimited, we're so happy to have you along the way. Our sport is so unique because great basketball plays are rewarded and bad basketball plays are dinged. McCray getting the bucket to go. Okay, Danny.
Good bucket, Danny McCray. You know, and it's also, it's also nice to see players who don't get a lot of playing time, to see them come out and show what they bring to the table. And Danny McCray getting that opportunity today.
Cooper off the mark from three. Odyssey Sims is there for the rebound. Her team is down a dozen in this game and is losing the quarter as well. Ty Young working hard down low and earning a trip to the free throw line. Ty Young, that 12-year WNBA veteran, saw how beautiful an opportunity it was that presented itself to be one of the founders of Athletes Unlimited Pro Women's Basketball, and she stepped in and stepped up, and it's been a beautiful thing to see.
Well, and being a leader for the younger players or the next generation, that's exactly what Ty Young has done for these young ladies here at Athletes Unlimited.
A reminder, fans, register for a chance to win an autographed basketball signed by all of our AU Pro Basketball athletes. Go to auprosports.com/sweepstakes for more details. And of course, we wouldn't have the opportunity to hand out a signed basketball without our friends at Baden, who have been absolutely fantastic. Everybody's loved playing with the Baden basketball. They made a mistake, I think, and sent me one to my house. So I've been dribbling in my yard, and now my neighbors want my ball. It's pretty cool. So thank you to the folks at Baden. Lexi Brown is so ridiculously fast and just has a knack for being in the passing lanes.
And why would that be a mistake, Sydney?
Well, you know, who am I on the pecking order? Of course they're going to send the Hall of Famer yourself, Cheryl Swoops, all the swag in the world, but I'm just, you know, the minion. We see Kalani Brown in a little bit of difficulty, and without a timeout is going to be taken as Natalie Trotter, our lead athletics trainer here at Athletes Unlimited, is going to check out the 6'7" center, make sure that she is okay. With that, we're going to step aside. We'll be right back. We hope you will be too. Athletes Unlimited Pro Basketball is sponsored by Baden. Tonight's game here at the Fair Park Coliseum, marking the 400th competition in Athletes Unlimited history, as AU brings you a quartet of sports: basketball and softball, lacrosse, and volleyball. In Game 2 of pro basketball tonight here on Bally Sports and the WNBA app at 9 Eastern. It will be Alicia Gray at the top of the table here on the leaderboard, taking on Kirsten Bell, who played her way into the 4th spot to earn a captaincy heading into the final week. It's Champions Week, and Gray is in the stands just thinking, you know, I got to think of some more ways to score the basketball. She's led the league in scoring, averaging better than 30 points a night, Cheryl.
I don't know if she's really thinking about scoring more. She's looking at that leaderboard. She's like, let me go check out the first game so I can see what I need to do in the second game to make sure I stay in that top spot.
She is calculating. For more on Gray, let's kick it over to the fourth member of our broadcast team, Savannah Collins.
Okay, Cheryl just said exactly what Alicia Gray does every single game. She's playing chess, not checkers this season. She's been in the gold jersey since week 2. They always play the second game. So she pops in. She said she takes a look at the leaderboard and she goes, what do I need to do tonight in case anybody passed me for that top spot? Do I need to earn MVP points? Do we need to get all the win points tonight? Do I need to light it up for the stat points? And she has used that as her gauge all season long, how to keep this top spot night after night. Just taking a check-in and going, am I still in that #1 spot? Then things are good.
Thanks so much, Savannah. And what's really eerie is that, like a master puppeteer, she's controlling the numbers because she leads in every category just about that we have in Athletes Unlimited this season. So it is Ray Burrell. That 3 is wet.
Ooh, that's a big bucket.
She's got 8 points, and we're tied at 10 points apiece in this fourth and final quarter between Team Cloud and Team Sims. It's Team Cloud with the lead in the game, which would net every player on the team 180 win points. Tosh Cloud buries the triple to answer. Anything you can do, I can do better. And Cloud is into double figures with a dozen.
That's tough, Tosh.
Odyssey Sims off the mark. Air Hearn is there for the O board. Sims. Nobody is angrier than she is about missing that lay-in. Muldrow is fouled. So it will be Team Cloud basketball wearing the gray and blue jerseys. It is Team Cloud winning this quarter 13-10. They lost quarters 2 and 3 after winning the first quarter. So Kelani Brown wants to take a seat. Dory Harrison checking in for her. And Team Cloud will go back to work with the lead and the basketball under 5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you know Odyssey wants that last shot back.
And then a turnover. We've seen some zone played by Team Sims today, but they've seemed to let that go, and they are just ready to man up the rest of the way.
Yeah, Kalani Brown looking like she's in some pain on the sideline now.
We'll get a check on her. Air Hearn buries the triple. She knew it was good when she let it go. She's got 21.
Whew, that's nice. Big bucket by Air Hearn, too.
Tiff Mitchell staying under control. She's got 26 to lead all scorers.
And they cannot afford to trade buckets with Team Cloud right now.
Ray Burrell trying to stop against Tosh Cloud. Off on the three-point try. Lexi Brown is there for the rebound, and Tosh says, hey, we're not in a hurry here. We've got the ball, we've got the lead. Lexi on the take, has her pocket picked by Air Hearn. Lexi seems to be in some difficulty. Odyssey Sims goes down hard and will earn a trip to the free throw line, and Odyssey does appear to be in a lot of pain. Natalie Trotter, our lead athletics trainer here at Athletes Unlimited, has been very busy in this game. First Tiff Mitchell, then Kalani Brown, now Odyssey Sims.
Well, Lexi
Brown also in some difficulty too, shaking that right hand. So we have a review of this play to see if the foul will be an upgrade. And it's nice to see Odyssey Sims getting up. She's got 21 points on 9 of 21 shooting. She and Air Hearn lead their team in scoring with 21 points apiece.
Odyssey is in some pain.
Official review is underway. I know Odyssey is tough, but wow, it's just tough to see her grimacing because you know it's hurting because she never demonstrates anything.
No, Odyssey's a tough one. And not only that, she wants to be in the game.
Checking to see if this is a hostile act that sent Odyssey Sims flying. Don't see
I don't-
anything that
yeah.
merits an upgrade there. Tosh Cloud was just going by. I mean, it was a hard foul, but I don't.
Well, Tosh was going for the ball.
Right.
For sure.
But it
and
was
she
the
just got
shove from
it.
Muldrow that sent Sims
okay.
flying.
Okay.
Yeah. Here's another look. It'll be interesting to see what our replay official Wally Signs and our officiating crew come up with. Team Cloud winning the game 81-69 and winning this quarter 15-13. And why that is important is because for every quarter a team wins, 60 quarter win points are applied to every member of the team for their leaderboard point total. And our officiating crew comes up with, it's just a basketball play, agreeing with the Hall of Famer Sharon Swoops. So it'll just be two-shot foul if Odyssey is able to shoot her free throws. She is back from the locker room, so that is possibly a good sign. And we'll see if she is able to shoot these free throws. Were you able to make contact with Odyssey, Cheryl?
No, I see her, but
okay. Again, Team Cloud leading 81-69 here in the fourth quarter of the first of our doubleheader. Under 4 minutes to go here on Bally Sports and the WNBA app. We sure do appreciate you being a part of Athletes Unlimited Pro Basketball here in our third season. And this has been the best season by far as elite competition. We have a new director of sport, Megan Perry. She has made sure that the level of competition has just leveled up. More than 70% of the players this season have WNBA or International Pro experience, and you can see it every night with the scoreboard lighting up like a Christmas tree, Cheryl.
oh, Megan was for real. She was like, oh no, this is what we're going to do this year.
Great sportsmanship here with Tosh Cloud, making sure that Odyssey Sims was okay. And you just love to see that, and that's just so indicative of what kind of human being that Tosh Cloud is before basketball player.
Yeah, well, if you remember last week, we talked about the tweet that Tosh put out about Odyssey, how much she's grown, not just on the court, but off the court, and how she deserves to be in the W somewhere. So it's no surprise that she went up to Odyssey before the free throw. And that's another reason why I was like, to me, there was nothing intentional that Tosh tried to do, but because that's who Tosh is, but also because that's the relationship that Odyssey and Tosh have.
Shot clock getting low. Hearn trying to get it out. Sims has to fire. Off the mark. Haley Jones coming up with the big rebound. Team Cloud winning the game by 10. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter at 15 points apiece. So still plenty to play for. Muldrow triple off the mark, and Ray Burrell rips down the rebound. Odyssey Sims surveying, brings it back out. Izzy Harrison trying to get it inside to Bashara Graves. That doesn't work. The length of Haley Jones is a problem, Cheryl.
Yeah, it is. Haley's able to defend pretty much any position on the floor because of that length that she has. I'm not sure why Izzy didn't shoot that.
Muldrow buries the triple, and she says, finally. Gets that to go. She's got 8 points, and just like that, Team Cloud has the lead by 3 here in the quarter. A whistle blows away from the basket, and they'll ticket Muldrow with a personal foul. That will be her third. Ty Young checking back into the game for Team Sims, wearing orange and white, as Bashara Graves takes a seat. You can experience the excitement of AU Pro Basketball in person right here in Dallas with us. Join us for Friday's college night games at 6 and 9 Eastern, with the first 250 fans receiving an AU pint glass. Always love an adult beverage collector. Go to auprosports.com/tickets to get yours today. Ray Burrell with the 3 ball. So Burrell quickly up to 11 points. And the Team Cloud lead is gone again. Another 3, Muldrow, no. Weak side rebound, how about Lexi Brown? Getting it to her captain, Cloud. We're tied at 18 points apiece here in this fourth quarter. 60 win points on the line for winning the quarter. Whistle blows as nobody could contain Tiff Mitchell as she turned the corner.
Well, and because Tosh has been in this seat so many times as a captain, she understands the leaderboard, the points, the quarter wins.
Yep.
And she also understands time and score. So that last time, she's like, we're going to pull it out. We're not in a rush. Come on, Tiana Muldrow.
I will have whatever Muldrow is having. She's got 3 made triples on the day and 11 points. Muldrow tying her career high with those 3 threes.
And she has a nice stroke from behind 3.
So it is Team Cloud with the basketball, winning the game and the quarter. But the quarter lead is just a single point. Shot clock into single digits. Ty Young with the thievery and the finish. And just like that, Team Sims retakes the quarter lead. And now a little full court pressure from Young, the OG.
Yeah.
Retire Rishmeyer. I don't want to hear about that.
Retire what?
Rishmeyer. I just needed it to rhyme. Tosh Cloud with the take. The reverse doesn't go. Oh, I wanted that shot to fall. So it's Odyssey Sims with the lead in the quarter, 22-21, trailing in the game, but can get those precious 60 quarter points for winning this fourth and final quarter, and it's a turnover. Odyssey Sims with 25 points, 8 assists, and 6 rebounds. Tosh Cloud quickly ahead to Lexi Brown. Shot clock is off, but Team Cloud's got to score to win the quarter. Haley Jones does come through. It's a quarter win at the buzzer. Ray Burrell doesn't get the shot off in time, so Team Cloud wins the game worth 180 points and wins the quarter 23-22 as Haley Jones was able to beat the buzzer, and that just crushes Odyssey's attempt to try to catch Alicia Gray at the top.
Yeah, for Odyssey, she absolutely needed to win at least one of those 2, preferably both. But with the turnover and not finding a way to win that quarter, absolutely hurts her. But you know who it helps? Tosh Cloud.
Yes, ma'am. As we take a look at the leaderboard, we're waiting for it to update with the quarter points and the win points. Want to shout out our producer, Casey Carter, director, Mike Dressman, my statistician extraordinaire, Steve Hunt, Eric Rue, who is my cheat code, and everybody here at Athletes Unlimited here in Dallas, Texas, for helping us bring you elite pro basketball. With that, we are going to say so long for now as we get set for the second half of our double header. Once again, our final score is Team Cloud winning 89-78, and all of those win points in Athletes Unlimited. Pro basketball continues tonight at 9 Eastern as Team Gray faces Team Bell. Check out where to watch on the website, auprosports.com. For Cheryl Swoops, Savannah Collins, Janae Sims, and our entire crew, I am Cindy Brunson. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you for Game 2.